Hi guys, so I've been asked jokes, I've been asked how I managed the clinical years. All you have to do is look at my videos pre-clinical to now, then you can see that I barely managed. Okay. Okay, so the transition from pre-clinical to clinical years was an exciting one, and it will be an exciting one for every med student, because it's like, oh my god, I'm actually getting there, I'm becoming the real deal, I'm becoming more of a doctor, right? For my uni, obviously the first 2 years were intense, intense, intense. Intense. Maybe I should say it louder. Intense. So the transition was very much welcome, very much welcome. Clinical years, it doesn't necessarily mean that they become less intense, but I guess that the deadlines and all the things, the deadlines are not as steep, not as steep as remember the weekly tests, the case, what do you call those things, the mini case studies. So at least now you still have your weekly tests, but they are not like marked or you must get it done. Like you can just wait, like me, until the end, right? So I'm laughing because I'm very sleep deprived, and I become delirious when I'm sleep deprived, and the only thing that will work for me is sleep. I've just finished coffee, and coffee will do nothing for me. So I just told my team that I'm going home. Well, I said, yeah, I did say I'm going home, but home as a medical student, trust me, you don't have to over explain yourself. They know that you study around the clock. Yeah. So I had the most understanding team. So the time, my local time right now is probably just gone after 12 noon, and we had finished the ward rounds, and they were quite happy for me to leave. I looked at the theater list because I'm doing surgical rotation at the moment. It's all the things that I've already seen. This is my final week. This is week 10. At this point, I've seen almost everything on their list that I really should see, that I want to see anyway. And I'm rambling, and I'm sorry. So let's go back. How did I manage my clinical years? Like anything, like everything in med school, they are going to, it's a hose pipe, high powered hose pipe. This is how the diameter of the hose pipe, and this is the water coming splashing at you. You get the picture? So it's up to you which drops you take in and which ones you decide to let pass. What works, guys? Just look at your learning objectives, and then try and see. The good thing also is that because you have your weekly tests, if you are actually scoring the marks that you want to score, and the pass mark, I think it's 60. So if you're not scoring anything less than 60 and you are happy there, then it means you are doing right. It means you're on the right track. So even though you haven't finished the textbook that they want you to finish, but your grades are showing you that you are where you should be, don't stress about finishing the textbook, right? Only if you are getting feedback from your supervisors in clinic, and constantly ask for feedback. Don't wait until the last week for feedback from your supervisors. So after week 1, you know, just touch base with them, you know, oh, how, you know, I found this a bit challenging, can you please explain this, what do you think I should improve on for week 2? Always just ask them. Then your grades also will tell you whether you're on the right track or not, because the fact is you will never be on top of the material that you are meant to cover. Well, I don't know anyone who is. Okay, so you just will never be on top of it, but you do your best. You know not to chill. You really can't chill. You can't afford to chill. I'm annoying myself even at laughing at myself, but I need to go home and sleep. I have a presentation tomorrow, so I will just nap and then get up and prep for the presentation tomorrow to the team. So yeah, I don't really have a tip, except it depends the rotation. It's very rotation specific, by the way, and the team that you come across. Some of the people that you come across in the team will be very supportive and you will learn a lot, and it's all good and nice to be a zealous or overzealous student, but realize that you are dealing with people who are also really busy, and the last thing they want is a student, an annoying student on their ear. So you just have to be tactful, and you also suss out these people. You have soft skills. You know when someone has got time, when someone doesn't have time, when someone is willing to help you, when someone cannot be bothered by your existence. So yeah, you kind of suss that out, and usually you don't really keep asking questions when it's like during the word round. You note it down. Then after the word round, when you go for your coffee breaks, that's when you say, or when you are still on the corridor walking, you fill up the space while you are walking from one ward to the next. Oh, by the way, that lipase was this much, but I was expecting it to be this much today. Do you think we should be doing this? So use your, you're also trying to reason things out, so they know that you're actually using your brain as well, right? So you're not gonna go to them and say, oh, by the way, what is lipase? No, you're not gonna do that, right? You're not gonna be wasting their time. That's your job, to find out the basic information, and then after that you can go to them with more clinical reasoning things so they can help you out. Yeah, so pretty much stick to your objectives, stick to your timelines, make sure you meet your deadlines. That's how you manage your clinical years. For me, I think I have personally enjoyed the clinical years because I find there is a lot more flexibility, and also you are seeing some of the things that you learned pre-clinical. You are starting to see them and they make more sense. And I'm more of a visual, I think most people are. Like, if you start seeing something tangible, you will not forget, right? You won't forget. It sticks more than reading and just on a textbook. It's really exciting. So be excited for your clinical years, because yes, you are almost getting there, doctor, right? Clinical years are more like the real deal, to be honest. They really humble you as well, because you are really dealing with real life situations. You are dealing with individuals, you are dealing with people, you are dealing with real people. You are seeing this life up close and personal. So it's very humbling. It's very humbling. And so this is again where you constantly have to check in with yourself, and also check in with your God. Like, why did I start this journey again? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? Your why becomes more important in the clinical years, I think, and I found. Yeah, so I believe that if you're doing this for the right reasons, you will have the fuel to keep going. It becomes more nonsensical as to why you're doing it, especially if you're post-grad like me. If you already had a life before and your life was going good, and then you made this decision, and this decision is actually not making sense because it's really affecting you, right? It's really affecting you in terms of the family time, in terms of finances, so it's more like you are sacrificing a lot. But your why, this is what I mean. If your why is really big, then you will keep going. Also, because it's too late to pull back. You've already used so much of your money to pay for this degree, so you might as well get to the finish line. Yeah, it's really, I think medicine is humbling. It's really humbling. It's really humbling. Yeah. Dig deep, dig down in there and find your why, and you will make it. I don't think anyone can do medicine. The fact that you have an admission into a medical program means that you've got the tools. You have it. There's no two ways about it. So you do have the strength to carry on, but it's just more, also it's important, like self-care, guys, self-care. Yeah, so no need to chase 100%, no need to chase, yeah, self-care. So try and balance it out, because sooner or later you realize you're not a machine. You're not a machine. You also need to look after yourself. So I've rambled enough. Maybe I'll make another follow-up video with more wisdom in it. If you feel like I've just been rambling and you really got nothing out of this, kindly let me know in the comment section below. You guys, you need to start liking and commenting, because I should get paid for this, right?